Yeah, I spit raps like a heart attack, fast fatal heart impact, past painful scars. In fact, I blast tasteful bars and packs. I back up my actions, fact don't ask, grab reactions, jacked attack with every word, then act with class as they hear me snap. I got nothing to lose, cause I fought and felt the bruise. Now I'm not the one confused, call the shots and they produce. I ain't lost, I'm finally loose, pick a new silver excuse. I need the views to boost me to a new abuse of being used.
Whoop. Hey, dear YouTube manual reviewer, all the guns in this show are legal and they are also within your policies here, so that make sure you don't try to put a strike on this or anything. Hey viewers, also this video is probably going to be demonetized, so if you like this channel and if you like, seeing 2A content, why don't you go ahead and violate the 4th Amendment of that like button down there and go ahead and frisk it and make sure that it knows that you want to see more of this kind of content on this channel. Make sure that you check out the links below for the sponsors of this channel. They'll help us keep bringing you more content. And thanks guys for tuning in, and without further ado, let's do further.
What's going on, Predators? Travis here from Apex Predator Outdoors. Today we're going to be testing out two things. One is we're going to be testing out my new 3D printed CZ Scorpion that I made. Unfortunately, due to YouTube's new policies, I can't show you that video and how specifically how I built it, but go check out my channel over on Odysee and you can see some more of these kind of in-depth talks about 3D printed guns and such. The other thing we're going to be doing is we are going to be testing out Pinty optics. So they sent me some optics to try out. These are some very inexpensive optics. They make red dots and green dots and things like that. Also make some scopes and whatnot, but I wanted to try these out. They sent them to me for free to test out, and I think they fit this gun perfectly because this is a 3D printed gun. There could be a possibility of me reprinting and remaking this thing in the future. So if this were a gun that I was using more for like competition or self-defense, I don't think I'd be using a really inexpensive optic on it, but it's always about what or how well it works and how well it performs. If this thing can perform at $30, $40 at the same level as something that costs multiple $100s, it might be worth a shot, so I'll let you be the judge of that. But without further ado, guys, let's do further.
All right, here we go. So let's pop this case open. And matches too. All right, so here we go. This is my 3D printed CZ Scorpion. You can see the good old "Are we check yet?" instead of the CZ logo here. Got the little Apex Predator Outdoors logo in here again, so you can find these some of these things, these pieces that have been modified slightly for 3D printing. You can find these on my Odysee page. Go check those out once this video is released. So these have a magazine here. YouTube doesn't want me to tell you how many rounds are in this magazine here. So what we're going to do is, like I said, this thing is 3D printed, so we're really going to get through and try to see if we can make it through at least a single mag here, okay?
So again, this is 3D printed CZ Scorpion. So I've got a HV Industries guard or guard mount on here, okay? I think I also got their bolt on here. See, it's got a folding stock, so I can fold that in, fold it out, okay? And then, like I said, now we're going to be looking at the Pinty optic here. So I'm going to use this view. Take a look at this. It is a red dot / green dot sight, okay? See if I can see that in the reticle there. But it's basically, it's got a variable adjustability on here, so I can adjust the intensity of the laser and everything in there inside the reticle.
So when we're talking about parallax of the reticle here, you can see whenever it's mounted further away from my eye, it actually has a little bit more parallax, meaning that dot moves off target a little more. Whenever it's closer to my face, like here in this example, you can see that the reticle moves a lot less compared to my head movement here, so it stays on target quite a bit better.
And so, yeah, all in all, looks pretty good. Initial tests on the durability, this thing seems like it's locked in pretty good, but we're gonna go ahead and give that a shot here. Without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and ride the light and see how this thing does, okay? So right now I've got the green optic turned on, all right? I've got the mag in. Let's see, we are on safe here. See if we can make it through a mag without this thing breaking, okay? Here we go. I don't think that loaded right. Yep. There we go. Wasn't locked in. All right, wish me luck. First shot. Okay. Everything's good. Cycle's good. Let's go ahead and shoulder it here. Okay. I think we're actually, I literally just strapped this to the gun and I think we're hitting dead bullseye here. And that's just, I'm actually super impressed so far about how well that's handling. It's doing great. So, go ahead and clear it down here and just check it real quick. All right. So everything's running really good. I'm actually really shocked that, I don't know if I can show this to you right now, but I'm just looking at this target down there and almost every one of those were in the bullseye. So let me see if I can show it to you here. We'll do this with my phone. So this has been a used target, so I wish I would have shot it beforehand so I could show you. Zoom way in here. Okay. So I'm taking a couple pictures here. So on this left center target, again, everything is right there on that left center target. Everything looks good. If I'm looking at the right one, let me take a couple shots at the top one, we'll see. But I just slapped this thing on there, started shooting, and it seems to be at least 10 yards really accurate. So got to do the HA slap, and let's roll it. Wow, that's just run exceptionally well, man. That feels really good. So that was one mag, so we made it through the whole mag here. Cycling good, nothing's broken. Stock still folds. Reciprocation complete, nothing's wobbling. So that's freaking awesome, man. So if you don't know, if you've been following this channel for a while, I've built this thing twice, I think now. I've had to redo the upper receiver because one cracked. I've had to redo a lot of things, but I've started using a different type of PLA or Polymaker PLA, and this one seems to be doing significantly better. So this PLA has been a higher quality. You can see even the print quality has come out much cleaner, okay? So I've been infinitely impressed with it so far. But yeah, man, as far as the optic goes, here, again, also very good quality. I'm actually kind of impressed. So you've got the ability to change the reticles in here and stuff like that. So anyways, it's also got a red function on here as well. I like the green. It stands out against the daylight a lot better, so that's a good thing. But anyways, let's talk about this optic. So this thing has, there's no glare or anything in the screen. I've got a couple lights up here, but it's pretty dim in this area for as of right now. But it's got a nice bright reticle. There's no starbursting or anything, which is really good. Right now I've got it on the dot of the cross. There's a circle, which matches up at this distance, which is about 10 yards here. This matches up like perfectly with these circles on this rifle target here. So that's pretty cool, I like that. Let's see, now I've got just this single dot. So again, all of them are really nice. There's no starbursting or anything like that, which is very impressive. The eye relief is good. Like I said, at this distance right here, I got it shouldered and I'm not like cross-eyed or anything like that. And it's nice and steady, okay? It's not like, you know, the parallax is good. So as I move my head, I've got both eyes open right now. And as I move my head around, that dot is not really moving on sight, or on target, which means that the parallax is good on the thing. So So far, we're gonna, like I said, just for this initial test here, everything's running good. The Scorpion's running great. So let's go ahead and do another mag here. Let's see how everything goes. Now we gotta do it. So yeah, so everything's going good. So let's go ahead and run through another mag. I got the green dot up here. Let me put that back. I like that circle and the fact that I can see the circle of the sight there. So I'm gonna shoot at the top right target here, and let's see how it runs with that. Yeah. All right. So, man, that's just doing so good. I'm actually incredibly impressed with this performance, man. This is just looking great, firing well. And this is, like I said, this optic, I'll put the model number of the optic here because this thing is, I'm actually super impressed with it. It looks great. It's not rocking side to side. I'll show you one that does rock side to side in a minute. It's not made by Pinty, but these are, like I said, made in China optics, you know, but they're very cheap and easy to get a hold of. But you know, I'm really surprised at how good the quality of these things is. Man, it's just really impressive. We're going rocking on this thing, this 3D printed CZ Scorpion. And again, this is great for like target practice and everything, and just going out and having fun. If I were going, again, for a competition shoot, I might try it out. If this is all about home defense, probably not gonna do that, man, just personally. But, you know, to each their own. Sometimes you gotta be a baller on a budget, and you gotta get something that works for you. And in that case, this thing would probably work exceptionally well for most of those cases, so. All right, guys, so without further ado, let's go ahead and try another one. We got one more optic from them that's a little bit different profile red dot, and I really like that one a lot better, but I'm gonna use that one on my AR-15 instead of the CZ Scorpion, so here we go.